Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block here on Boss Rush Network. I'm your host, the enlightened, excited ADV. Joining me is the gallivanting Galutrad himself, Mr. Jacob Taylor.
What's going on, everybody?
We got the indie insider himself, Mr. Dan Murphy.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello, Elite Block Agents. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope you had a great Valentine's Day. We was off last week, and we are coming back to talk about some big event that happened that unexpectedly happened after we recorded last Power Block. Trust me, we're going to get into it. I already talked to Dan and Jacob a little bit about it. Dan already knows I owe him some food and a sudden drink. I have to reward him. We're going to get into it. But first, everybody, Dan, how was your weekend?
Good. I did nothing and I loved it.
Great. Jacob, how was your weekend?
I did everything and I hated it.
Well, for me, I did pick up Horizon Zero Dawn. Forbidden West. I'm sorry about that. About to start up my review for Dying Light 2, and just like, man, that game looks really good. I'm playing it on PlayStation 4, and it really holds up. I love the fact that there's a steady frame rate on it, and the monsters are really threatening. It feels a little bit harder, but it's just because I'm just beginning the game. So that's just a little bit, but I am enjoying that, and some stuff that I started on Xbox too. But yeah, my weekend has kind of been good. Our Valentine's section disappeared like literally the day after Valentine's. It was already gone before Valentine's Day. But the day after, like, we had this small little section. We didn't have no candy or anything, just little gifts and trinkets. So now we have pretty much all our Easter candy. And I'm doing an early snack Nintendo just to tell everybody about this before we actually get into it. I have some Dunkin' Donut jelly beans and a taco truck jelly beans.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes, they are.
Both of those sound disgusting.
The Dunkin' Donuts one doesn't necessarily. That just seems like it would taste like sugar.
It's probably like a bacon, egg, and cheese jelly bean.
Or maybe coffee. Maybe it's a coffee jelly bean.
It's like coffee. I think it has some donut flavors. Kind of like the caramel, the mocha, the French vanilla. All of that it has. But I was surprised. I didn't know that Dunkin' Donuts was getting into the jelly bean game. I was just like, what is this? But then when they told me about the taco truck one, they were just like, yeah, you can have margaritas, you can have beef, you can have guacamole, tomato. I'm just like, what the world is this? It's so odd and it's so weird. I'll tell you guys next week about it because I haven't tasted it yet. I just brought it and I was just like, I'm gonna hold on to this because I gotta tell the fellas this before I dive in. But I do have a snack Nintendo, and I'm going to actually wait on that. So with that, everybody, we might as well get into snack Nintendo. Jacob, what have you been snacking on?
So I think maybe you've talked about these before, Ed. But maybe not. It's these new Lay's chips that are called, I think they're called foldables or Lay's folds. And it's like, go ahead.
Layers?
Yeah, that's it. Layers,
Yeah.
yes. I don't know where I got foldables. But it was, I tried the sour cream and onion ones, and it was really good. They were very, very delicious. They had the classic Lay's sour cream and onion flavor, but the one thing that I don't really like about eating chips in general is that my mouth gets really cut up by all of them. And so these were like kind of not like soft, but they were fluffy, I guess is the best way to describe it. And so it was a lot nicer to chew, to pop a chip in the mouth and chew. But I couldn't figure out like what the purpose other than to be fluffy was, because it seemed like they were, the way the bag made it advertised, it kind of looked like it was meant to be like dipped.
Yeah.
But then I felt like if I dipped the chip, it would just break from the weight of the dip. So that was a little weird, but those were really good. And then I bought a couple more of the packs of the potato chip Reese's cups. because I love Reese's cups, and that one is my favorite right now because it's a nice little salty sweet mix.
Yes. I'm still trying to get the chip flavor, but I feel like it's just like, man, this tastes like a Rice Krispie dipped in peanut butter.
That's fair. That's fair.
But they are good though.
Yeah.
Was that all?
Yeah, that's it for me, man.
All right, Dan, what have you been snacking on?
Girl Scout cookies. We got our order of Girl Scout cookies in a couple weeks ago, maybe.
Yes.
My top two, I mean, Samoas are the best. Everybody knows it. They're the best ones. And then we got tagalongs. I think those are the most underrated. Yeah, they're super underrated for Girl Scout cookies. I don't hear a lot of people talking about them. And then we get the Thin Mints as well. So those three are awesome. But yeah, I ordered 4 boxes of the Samoas.
Oh,
are the Samoas the one with coconut?
Yeah,
I don't like coconut.
Ugh.
So that's why they're not the best. The tagalongs are the best for sure.
Well, okay. Then is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So my new snack that I got in my job is Pringles Squishy Wavy Loaded Nachos.
Huh.
They're good. I got them fresh and everything. I think what I'm having a problem with is that I don't get the nacho flavor to it. It is cheesy and it is spicy, but I think the way that they season them for the spiciness, like the hot part, I think that overdoes the flavor of getting that loaded nacho. And it's not bad. Trust me, it's not bad. Anyone who loves nachos or loaded nachos, you know that you love a good kick and a love spice. This one is really good. To me, it's a keeper. But I think it's just that they seasoned the ones that I brought too much. I think if they had less scorching, it kind of balanced it out with the loaded flavor. I think it would be a good touch to it. But they are good. They gave my mouth a kick. I was literally almost in tears because I was just like, this is too hot. But I was enjoying it. Like normally it takes a while. Like if I keep eating them, my tongue would get used to it, and then I'll drink like half a thing of water, and then I'll go back to eating them. But they are really, really good. I do recommend people, if you search them and see them, I do recommend picking them up. They are really good. With that. So other than that, yeah, chicken lo mein and some good old fried rice is what I had. I'm trying to find a new Chinese place, and I'm trying to find some new foods because
you gotta substitute that Chinese with Thai.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
Like, you know, it's part of growing up. It's part of being an adult. You just you leave the Chinese food for your drunk 18-year-old days, and you move on to the Thai. You feel older. You feel more mature. Pad Thai. You know what I mean?
Curry.
I'm trying to get, see. I got to get in touch with Grayson because he knows the spots in the city, and I'm just like, okay, we need to go to a ramen spot. We need to go to a Thai place. He knows the places. He's close by him. I'm like, we need to go there. I need to sit down. Y'all order me what I need to eat, and I'll dive in. Because what you recommended to me, Dan, last time, that time was good. I was just like, ooh.
I forgot what I recommended you.
I know it was Pad Thai I had, and then there was another one.
I mean, I just had Thai for dinner tonight. That's how much I love it.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So, because I do want to do like ramen and sake together. I want to do some kind of. I haven't had this sake, and I really want to try it so bad. So I won't be driving. I'll be taking the train, or whatever. So I'm like, someone's driving me, or I'm taking the train to the city. But everybody, that has been Snack Tinder. We're going to get now. We're about to get now into Family News. Dan, take it away.
All right. So we're gonna get started with the new game releases. If you check out our website at www.bossrush.net, every Monday we will have a What's New Nintendo article that basically goes over the news of the past week and lets you know what's coming up for new releases in the week. So check that out every Monday. We're dropping it at 4:30 Eastern. But some new games coming to Switch this week. Looks like we got tomorrow, Tuesday. We're recording this on Monday. Soul Cresta is neoclassic shooting, strikes back with classic gaming using modern technology. Ed, that seems like a good game for retro gamers like you.
Yes.
That one's going to be $40 digital. And then Wednesday, this one kind of seemed pretty funny. An American Werewolf in LA. This is a 2D beat 'em up. It stars a young surfer who tries to run away and chase his dreams and gets stopped by a sheriff. That's $4.99.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. Edge of Eternity. It's a 3D turn-based JRPG set in a fantasy world. That's $29.99. Thursday we get a few more. This one looked really, really cool. It's called Never Alone Arctic Collection. This game was released back in like 2015, multi-platforms. It's an atmospheric puzzle platformer. It's developed in collaboration with an Alaskan tribe. And it's like a 2-player co-op game that you can couch co-op. Have you guys played this or heard of it?
I've never heard of it.
This is the with the girl in the white fox, right?
Yes.
So I have it on Xbox One. I have played it. I gotta play some more of it. It seems that our good friend Geek Bro 27 Jack, he platinum this game or got all the achievements. I'm like, oh good. And it looks really good. It looks like relaxing and just enjoyable. So I gotta play more of it. I'm probably am going to pick this one up for a Switch. Because $15, that's not a bad deal. That
yeah,
really
I've spent way more money on way dumber things. But I mean, like, that game just looked awesome. So I actually pre-ordered it when I was looking up these games to post on here. So just a couple more. On Friday, we have, maybe you can help me out with how to pronounce this one. Is it Atelier Sophie too? This one's... That's
Atelier.
Atelier. Yeah, that's a pretty popular JRPG series. And it looks like they have a new one that's releasing on Friday. It's $60 digital and physical. And then there's a deluxe edition and an ultimate edition that costs $115.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then there's another game called Monarch. It's a strategy RPG where you develop your ego to break the pact set by the pact bearers and dispel the corrupt mist. There's a demo available for that one, and it's $59.99. But there's about 30 games releasing this week, so go ahead, head on down to bossrush.net and check out some of the other games. Did any of those games catch your eye, guys? Or
Monarch, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about it. But I still, I need to download this demo and give it a try because I think this is from the Atlas people, that came together and made this game. I think they have formed their own company, to make this. So I'm interested to see what it is.
Huh? How is it spelled?
Monarch.
Is it
Mon and then ARK?
ARK? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The only Monarch game that I know of is a tabletop game, which is nothing like this. This looks very anime. Seems cool though. You said it's from Atlas people?
Yeah, I believe that's what it is.
Huh. I'll have to check it out. Okay. You said there was a demo for that one, right, Dan?
Yep, there's a demo available.
Excellent. Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, if you guys go to the article on bossrush.net, there's hyperlinks for every game there too, so you can check out the demos. Anyway, so let's get into the news. First one we're kicking off is the Wii U shop and the 3DS shop are getting shut down. Nintendo posted on their Twitter account that they're going to discontinue the Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS shops. I believe, help me out here, guys, the Wii U was released in 2012?
Oh gosh, I'll look that up. You keep going.
Yeah, I think it was 2012, and the 3DS was about 2013. So they're
Mhm.
about, when they close down, it'll probably be about 10 and 11 years old for these shops.
Yeah.
Um, there's been a lot of discourse online about it. I'm personally neutral because don't really, I don't have a Wii U, and I do have a 3DS, but I don't see myself buying a game anytime soon. Ed, kick it off. What'd you think of this?
I think it's good that they're taking the system, taking it down, and at least Nintendo actually gave a reason. They were just like, no one's really using the service, and it's costing us money to keep it open, and we're not really getting no benefit out of it. Definitely when there's like barely any sales or anything going up or in updates, everybody or most Nintendo fans and gamers has transferred over to the Switch, and it's cool because Nintendo has been. I don't know if you guys seen it, but they were just like any of your money that you have on your Wii U or eShop or 3DS, did you want to switch it over here to your Switch account? And if you say yes, they'll bring everything over. So if you have money on those two systems and pretty completely forgot about it, and just didn't even think about it, they're in your account. So that's like that transfer. That's nice that they did that. That they didn't say that, hey, we're closing the shop, and if you have money on it, you just lose out. They were like, no, we're going to transfer your stuff. You can use that money to buy games on here. So I'm fine with that. I don't barely use my 3DS. I got the games that I wanted on that system, and on the physicals. Same thing with Wii U. I got the physical games. I got my digital games, and some of those games are being ported over to Switch. So we could probably see 3DS and maybe some DS games and Game Boy games come to NSO online, maybe the end of this year or next year. Who knows? But at least Nintendo gave the reason on why they're closing it. And don't forget, everybody, the last time we seen a big sales spike in Wii U eShop stuff was when Metroid Dread was about to release. That people was buying Zero Mission and Fusion. We reported that here on Pow Block. So I think it's good that they did it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. I did want to give a quick little extra public service announcement for this. If you are interested in buying a whole bunch of games digitally on one of these shops, the ability to add funds to your account with a credit card goes away in May of this year of 2022, and the ability to add funds to your account with eShop cards to your Wii U and 3DS eShop goes away in August. So even though you've got a year to buy things, you have to have the money on there by then. You can still put, so like if you buy like an actual digital code like off of Amazon, you'll be able to input that up until the very last day that the shop goes down. But actually adding money to your account on these systems is not going to be possible until like after like the middle.
All right. I didn't know that they were doing it that quickly, like not allowing you to put money on it.
Yeah, which I thought that they had made an announcement. I have to go back and look because I swear that they made an announcement that they were doing that at like the beginning of 2021.
Yeah, interesting. I kind of stumbled across this thread on Twitter. It was a guy who's been working in IT for over 20 years, and he just wanted to throw some insight into the conversation. So I'll just read his thread real quickly. He says, let me start that again. So, he's seen the question a lot on Twitter. Why is Nintendo shutting down the 3DS and Wii U eShops? Why can't they support it longer? The reality is, if most corporations could build goodwill and keep servers and infrastructure buzzing for a small fraction of the balance sheet, they would do so. Unfortunately, that is likely not the cause for Nintendo or similar entities. Nintendo chooses, right or wrong, to set up their eShops and systems per project, meaning the 3DS and Wii U shops are very likely their own entities, with their own cost structures and systems to maintain. The 3DS and Wii U released in 2011 and 2012, respectively. While a decade doesn't feel like a long time, servers, operating systems, regulations, policies, and laws are continually being updated. The constant march of technology and global regulations actually cause some IT infrastructure to get more expensive to maintain over time. So he kind of just goes on and on about, the infrastructure, how much it costs, how much to keep these legacies open. And really the question comes down to, should Nintendo have this all on one server, or should they have it all, keep doing it individually? But, it makes sense thinking of it that way, with just, you have to hire lawyers and everything, and there's just so many security regulations. So I see why they did it. I also kind of don't totally understand the outrage either, but again, I don't really play either.
Especially for the Wii U, because I'm just like, some of the gamers didn't care for Wii U. Some of the gamers said it was a terrible system and it was a toy, and just was very negative about it. So why now are y'all trying to care about it? Why people who from the outside looking at it, why does it actually matter? Because the thing about it is that, yeah, you was able to keep the PlayStation 3 store open when Sony did it, but Sony's missing out on that money too. And y'all not playing the PlayStation 3. So Sony's missing out on sales with that. Nintendo, at least, they was upfront to it. If you're going to be outraged, you're going to be outraged. But you shouldn't have been outraged. You should have been more supportive when the system came out and those games were available at that time. Mm-hmm. And now people want to act brand new, that if they want to buy these games physically, because they want to protect, they want to play that game after the store closed and something happens with their digital copy. They're now seeing the prices jacked up from $100 plus some dollars. Like, Wii U games are not costing about $200 to $600 some dollars, wrapped or unwrapped, if you want it. But and to me, I'm just like, you don't have no right to complain when you have time to support.
Yeah. Restray in the chat says, on one hand, it makes sense that if it's losing them money and no one buys anything anymore, then very well. On the other hand, how does Steam keep games seemingly forever? And Restray, I think that goes to what Dan was saying from that article about how, like, the Nintendo's setup for how they keep their servers going is just not beneficial for that type of thing, right? Steam had the foresight to say, we're in this for the long haul, and we want to be able to offer these games forever. So we're going to have one server system, and we'll just continue adding on to it as needed. Nintendo didn't do that, and maybe as time moves on, they'll start to. But as we all know, Nintendo is like 12 years behind at any given time. So, it might not be until like 2030 when we actually see that sort of thing from them. The thing that bothers me, and I'm going to go on a little bit of a soapbox here, is that kind of like what Ed was saying, the people who are the loudest about this are the same people who are complaining that the games that are on 3DS and on Wii U are not on Switch. And the Venn diagram of people who pirate games and hide behind, it's for historical preservation, and people who complain about Nintendo getting rid of their games on a system that nobody plays anymore is a circle. Like, it's, number one, it's not historic preservation if it's sitting on your personal laptop that you're going to switch out and kill and delete. Like, it's just not. It's not at all. And I cannot stand that. I see so many, especially when this comes up, and it's weird. Like, I don't agree with, so Ed, love you. I don't agree with the some of the things that you say sometimes when it's like Sony and Microsoft, well, like, their games aren't getting modded, their games aren't getting, like, people aren't making fan versions of their games. I do think that that's happening. I just think it's not loud enough. But
yeah,
this particular instance, man, this happens in every gaming. PC is probably the only place where I think you can still go back and buy stuff from like from the 1990s.
Yes.
Like, that's the only, you can't buy anything else on those situations. And the PSP says, I saw somebody being like, the PSP just turned its thing offline. Yeah, but it turned its thing offline. You can't buy them anymore. It's gone. Nobody raised a fuss about that. Nobody cared. And it's the same thing with this. So it's like, yeah, it's if you're really going to be like, I pirate games for historic archives, don't pirate games. Go get like support, as Restray says in the chat, archive.org, and like go write to your favorite game developers and be like, hey, please work with this company to get your games and like your code legally available for historic purposes so that we don't lose sight of this game and we can reference back to it later. Don't put it on your personal computer and try to hide behind like you're doing some sort of good thing. You're a social justice warrior. Get out of here.
And that's why I feel like when the game comes out, if you have the funds to go and buy that game and support it, whether the game is good or bad, go and get it. Because if not, don't forget, people who do have this, the collectors who do have this, if you ever feel like you get in the mood that you want to buy this game and there's no other way to get it, they're going to jack up the price and you won't have no choice but to pay it if you want to play it.
And
go ahead.
And the other comment that I see a lot is people being like, oh, well, you know, if they offered a way for me to buy it, I would. No, you wouldn't. You got a game for free. Why would you buy it? Why would you? You're lying to yourself.
They already did offer you to buy it when it came out for the first time.
Yeah, it's so. I can't. The mental gymnastics of trying to. This is perfect. When I buy a game from the Nintendo Switch eShop, I don't have to defend myself for doing so, but you have to defend yourself for pirating a game. Which one do you think is bad?
If you have not learned, the one guy, he got 3 years and got to pay all that money to Nintendo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm not trying to get Nintendo. Here's my coins legally for a copy, physically or digitally. Now, if you do some collector's edition, you get extra coins for that. But I'm not about to do any of that crazy nonsense. I'm going to go out and support.
And like, I would love so badly if I could play Custom Robo, Phantasy Star Online, Chibi Robo on the GameCube, just a whole bunch of GameCube games that I had as a kid, but I was a dumb kid and got rid of them, and now I can't, and they're like $70, $80, $200 sometimes, and I don't want to pay that, but I'm not like, that's just the life I live in. I just can't play those games until I can either get the money to pay for them from some secondhand seller or Nintendo decides to bring them back.
Well, that's
sorry, I'm really heated about this.
I think so Shane, I'm gonna do another shameless plug, but Shane, one of our writers on bossrush.net, wrote a little banter piece on if Nintendo and Google teamed up. I think that would solve all of the server issues if they could figure out a way to have good internet.
Well, so before you move on, I did say that. What I did put on, like I said on my Twitter page, I'm just like, what if Nintendo purchased Google Stadia's technology for it?
Yeah.
What would that do for gaming?
Well, we'll find out. So our next topic, I hope you guys get just as heated on this one. Majora's Mask is coming to Switch on February 25th. The month-long drip keeps coming out. I think we only have a few games left after Majora's Mask. Are you guys going to be playing this one?
Yes, I am. I am doing a 40-day blog for it on my personal page. So I'm going to be going into this adventure fresh, dressed, and hopefully impressed. I'm going to be committed for 40 days, whether I beat the game or not. I'm sticking to this game.
And what's your what's the URL for your blog so we can find it?
It's not. It's WordPress. I think it's optional opinion for WordPress.
You know what? Go to Ed's Twitter, and we'll at the end of the show he'll give out his Twitter, and you can find it there.
So it's So it's optional opinion blog WordPress.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, so I'll put it in it's going to be in on my Twitter page. I'll put it on the YouTube link, and you guys will be able to see it if you listen to it on Anchor or anything. So I will put it in our information notes for you guys to check out.
Jacob?
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Majora's Mask. It's gonna be like a slower drip feed sort of thing. I'm not doing any sort of challenge. I've beaten the game before. I like Majora's Mask. I don't have to challenge myself to play it. But man, let me tell you, I haven't played anything since they released the N64 Online app because I can't get that dang controller from their store because they don't release it. So I'm waiting on that because it feels really weird to play it without the C buttons.
So I played through all of Ocarina of Time with the Pro controller.
Yeah.
Or, just on the Joy-Cons. And still towards the end, I was kind of fumbling around because, so it's like the Y button is left C and the X button is the down C button.
Mm-hmm.
So I put two weapons that I use the most there and really just rotated those in and out. And then I think I just put the Ocarina on like right C. So I just kind of spent a lot of time in the menus, or if I was trying to use the right C button, I was like fumbling around a little bit. I didn't fully get used to it, but I still, I don't know. I just loved Ocarina of Time so much that I played through it and I was like, this game's just incredible. But I haven't tried Banjo-Kazooie for that very reason.
Yeah.
I've never played Banjo-Kazooie, so I kind of want to get like the actual experience with the controller. Mm-hmm. But like Jacob said, I just can't find that damn thing.
They don't offer it. It's really annoying.
I think I saw an article out there that was like, it like showed you how to take an old N64 controller and make it into, give it like Bluetooth for your Switch.
I might have to do that.
I'm gonna find it. I'm very tempted because I just have like 6 of them just sitting here.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, and then lastly, we'll probably talk more about this, but one of the more exciting announcements at the Nintendo Direct was Nintendo Switch Sports is being released in spring. I think it's April or May.
April.
And you're not allowed to talk about Nintendo.
I know. Well, we can't share it on our socials.
That's
but
true.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So they did the play test over the weekend. I did the play test on Friday night. Ariel and I did it together actually, and it was really, really fun. Were you guys able to do it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I wasn't able to do it. I didn't participate because of doing some other things, some other games, and doing some other projects. So I wasn't able to get to it.
Jake,
I have 3 words for you: Battle Royale bowling.
Oh, so good!
It's so good. I don't know why. It's just bowling. It's like it. I mean, it doesn't really matter that the other people around me are bowling, but it's like there's something to it that I'm like, destroyed y'all. Oh, dude, it was great. I love that. I love that mode so much. That was so much fun. It was
so much fun. And like, I mean, Wii bowling was like my jam.
Oh, that was the game.
I've bowled a few 300s on Wii bowling. Like, like that's how much I played it. Yeah. And during the play test, it actually didn't tell you that you got to like hold the ZR button the whole time and not let go. So like the first round I was bowling, I kept letting go and I was like, what is going on here? But then once you get the hang of it, it's actually a little more intuitive. So, oh my God, that was fun. And then Shambara was like actually really fun as well. I did not expect to enjoy that.
Were you now, Dan? When you got to play, were you standing? Were you like going the whole 9 yards
for bowling?
For everything?
I sat down for tennis and Shambara, but bowling, I was standing up right in front of the TV, like ready for action. Yeah,
I had to do it all from my office chair. Let me tell you, all of those sports are incredibly hard when you're stuck in an office chair. Especially bowling though, because you're like leaning over trying to like get the room to do any sort of finesse. with your throws. Oh, dude, it was great.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Did you win?
Yeah. I got really upset on the third round because I was getting strike, and then I just kept getting spares. And I was like, I'm not doing anything different. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, sure enough. I'm sure I was like just slightly, my wrist was like off kilter just tennis. Did you feel like your front but you were playing with Ariel, right?
Yes.
So
we actually, we were on the same side of the
court. Okay. I felt like as a single player, I felt like in tennis, the front man was not as responsive as the person on the back. Like it or maybe my just wasn't used to because it plays different. It plays different than regular tennis. You can't just like waggle your Joy-Con around and it'll hit everything like in regular tennis or in Wii tennis. But I felt like I was either swinging too late or it was just too slow to get to anything, and I had to rely on my backman a lot.
Huh. Yeah, I just didn't find tennis that fun.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, you just kind of flick your wrist when the ball gets to you.
Well, maybe you have to just go against the right person. Have to have a really heated match.
Yeah, we had a couple.
Yeah,
we had a couple of good ones, but I don't know. It just
fair enough.
Out of the three, it was definitely bowling, Shambara, tennis.
Yeah,
like, tennis way down.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for volleyball. That's what I want. I played it. That's what in high school, and I can't wait to play Battle Royale. Bowling sounds hilarious.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, it was intense.
Cause I would jump in, and my goal would be like, okay, I need to come up number one. Great, I have just think 10 of us from the Boss Rush Network just all together doing that battle royale.
Oh man.
It sounds like a nightmare, but I think we will all crack up. We will all laugh, but have a bunch of fun.
Yeah, it was good. I like it's intense.
I think this game is literally going to sell bunkers.
It's gonna go crazy. It needs to be a pack-in game too, right?
Yeah, yes. It does, and I don't think they're gonna do it, but I did see a couple people predicting that this would sell as well as Wii Sports, and I think that's unrealistic. I think the fact that this has a price point makes it not sell as well as Wii Sports did.
Mm-hmm.
Because Wii Sports Resort didn't do as crazy as Wii Sports number. Because like everyone, like people were buying Wiis just to play Wii Sports. So they need to
it was
pack
the game
this
that
in.
sold the system before.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. I think if it's not going to do Wii Sports numbers because the group says the pack in, but I think it's going to do a good number digitally. I think a lot of people are going to buy this game more digitally than they will physically.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you get into physical one, you're not really doing it for that kicking the waistband thing. You're not really doing it for that. You just really like the game and just like let me get this physical version before they discontinue selling it. Yeah. But I think a lot of people are going to be like, I'm gonna buy this digitally, be able to bring it over to their friend's house, and then just start playing, having fun with it.
That's what I'm actually really interested in. Is I'm interested in how many people are going to be like, Grandma, gotta check this out. Switch has sports now, and then like we get another push for the Switch console selling, and it just goes nuts again because like all the people that bought into the Wii are like, oh, it's got it, I'm ready, it's got the game that I liked. Because that would be the coolest thing. Real quick, can we talk about Mario Golf on Switch Sports not featuring Mario characters?
Mario Golf on Switch Sports,
because they announced that they're bringing golf to Switch Sports as a free content update, and it looks exactly like courses from Mario Golf.
Does it really? I didn't notice that.
It looks like they took Mario Golf, took the Mario characters out, and like the zany Mario stuff, and then just plopped the Miis in there.
Huh? Interesting. Speaking of which. What do you guys think of the new character designs?
I like them. I like the fact that they're more detailed.
I like them too. I've never liked the me designs. I've I'm a heathen like that. I've always kind of just hated the me's.
I really like the Mii's. At first, I was not into these guys. I didn't like their faces. I didn't like that.
Mhm.
I thought that we were going to be playing with like generic characters, but then they showed off later in the trailer that yes, in fact, you can like put your Mii's head on this face, like you can design it to look like your character, like your Mii. And so if that's the direction they go, if they give them the like, if number one, if they bring Mii's back in an important way, because Mii's need to come back. That whole concept of like having a U on your system needs to come back. It needs to not be this thing that's hidden under your user profile.
So metaverse, man.
Dude, I love it so much, man. I love it. And Street Pass, I'm gonna forever champion that. If they can give Switch the Street Pass stuff.
I am not prepared for Street Pass on Switch because I would be trying to pay. I would be in Chicago trying to pass. I'm like, I need everybody's Street Pass code. Come on through.
Nice. All right. And then lastly, this news actually just popped up right before we got on to record tonight. But there's going to be a Min. Looks like Min Amiibo is going to be coming out on April 29th, as well as Nintendo announcing that the Steve and Alex Amiibos are going to be delayed to later in 2022. I'm not an Amiibo collector, and I don't know what they do for Smash, so this does nothing for me. How about you guys?
I collect Amiibo, and I'm very excited for them. I don't even use them in games. I just like to have them on my shelf.
Same.
What do they do in Smash?
In Smash on the 3DS and Wii U, you could like create an Amiibo fighter, which was the same thing as a CPU fighter, except it had an adaptive leveling and like learning system. So if you fought it a bunch, it would learn how to counter you, and it would become harder to beat. And there was
that's kind of cool.
Well, it was, and then they got rid of it in Smash Ultimate. But there's entire tournaments dedicated to Amiibo fighting. Fan-run tournaments that's like bring your best Amiibo and pit your Amiibo against other people's Amiibo, and like they train their Amiibos to be like these super incredible fighters.
Yeah.
But now they're basically just statues, which is fine. They're great. It's like cool to have such cool. When you have, that's the thing, right? If you get like one or two of them, they never were that interesting. But when you have all of them, you have the full collection. It's pretty cool looking. It's really neat to have that on.
I remember that Wii Fit Girl was the first one that everybody laughed at, and she was the first one to disappear.
Yep. Yeah, and then P stand Link. Classic.
Yeah.
Do you have like every Amiibo, Jacob, or do you have like certain series that you collect?
I mean, I'm collecting every Amiibo, but man, they're expensive and they're hard to find. If you don't get on them right away, they can get up there in price. So like, I've always just been like you know what? If I find it in the wild, I'll pick it up. But I'm not gonna go out and like hunt one down for $100 on Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I think I just have a Toad Amiibo. That's it.
Yeah.
I was getting Amiibos when they was coming to my job at Toys, but we didn't get all of them. And when there were some of them that we got a small quantity, and then there's ones that we got like a big quantity of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for Min. I can't wait to collect them.
I'm incredibly excited for Min. I think it's really kind of funny that Min, a character who is arguably incredibly intricately designed with like a dragon arm and like noodle hair and totally like all these weird different outfits and a strange like fighting style pose, got pushed forward, but then Steve and Alex, who are just squares, got delayed. I'm sure it's because like Microsoft was like, oh well, you know, we want them to be a little bit better. Maybe they had some like input for what the designs could be. I don't know exactly what it is, but like it's so funny to me that like Yeah, this character that is just a few squares and rectangles. It's not coming out yet. We got to work on that. One of the interns messed up and threw a circle in there. It was crazy.
Things got wild there. But all right, that's it for the news. Ed, right back to you.
Okay, so everybody, we get into doc mode. The Nintendo Direct has come and surprised us right after last week's Pow Block. Yes, everybody, I was way off, but the Elite Block agents are back together and here to talk about it. That's right, Elites. It's time to dive in. Let's go! So, this Nintendo Direct, the hotness that literally, and when I say that it literally came after we talked about it, we didn't plan on doing a prediction show or anything. We were just buying or selling rumors, just seeing if it was going to be true or not. And thank you, Dan, for that conversation. It's just so weird when you hear our answers and then you watch the Direct get announced Tuesday morning. My mouth was agape and I was just like, oh dang it. But this Nintendo Direct was really good. Everybody, if you have not heard that, me and Corey did a Direct recap, so you can check that out. But I had to get Dan and Murphy and Jacob together. And I gotta hear from them because I've probably watched this Direct about almost 20 times.
Oh man.
Like it is so good. I mean, I skipped around and stuff, but it's just like watching different details to be like, okay, I missed something. Oh, I see this or I see that. So we're gonna break it down. And if you guys need to this recap, it is on our bossrush.net. You can go to news and search it there. But everybody, Dan, Jacob, Fire Emblem 3 Hopes is dropping June 24th.
Did you say boo?
Yes.
I also said boo.
Oh no! I am excited for this, but let's get into it. So you guys say boo. Dan, what is your reason?
It was just funny. I remember seeing they opened up with Edelgard right at the beginning, and as you guys know, I absolutely love Fire Emblem Three Houses, and I was just got really excited, and then all of a sudden I was just like, wait a minute, there's no possible way they could ever do a sequel to this game. And then it clicked. This is going to be a Warriors game. And I just all of the life got sucked out of me. And I was just like, oh man, why a Warriors game? I don't know. Whatever. I don't find Warriors games fun. Age of Calamity was the one I was going to like, and I hated it. So I was just really bummed to see that.
I'm in a very similar boat. I saw it and was like, oh, it's Fire Emblem. That's cool. We're getting a new Fire Emblem game. And then they announced that it was a Warriors game. And I was like, I don't care about Fire Emblem characters enough to care about a Warriors game for this. I like Fire Emblem a lot, but I like Zelda a lot more. And so I can get into a Zelda Warriors game and be like, oh, look at that. Oh, it's so cool to be playing as this character. Oh, wow. I didn't think that that's how that character would fight. But for Fire Emblem, I'm just like, care. They're just all the same. I don't care. And
okay.
I don't know. It's cool. I think it's I will say this, for people that wanted more Fire Emblem Three Houses, the story specifically, I think that this opens up an interesting way to give them a story, and I think it's good that they're not hindering themselves like Hyrule Warriors did, where they're selling it as a prequel when it turns out to be an alternate reality sort of situation. It's just a different story. So
when I see him fighting that dragon, I'm like, oh, this looks amazing. I just seen it in action. I just got hyped and everything. And I know, Dad, you got on me, but you gotta realize, Dad, you did ask in last week's show, or 2 weeks ago, you did say the rumor of 3 Fire Emblem games, and I did say one of them would be a Muso game, and look what we got. Yeah. So E3, we may get the next Fire Emblem game. I think we probably will get it. Uh, it's I think a lot of people are looking forward to this. I think what I like about this is that it feels like it's a holdover game till the next one comes in, you know. And Dan, you could probably attest to this. Um, we've been seeing more people jump back into Fire Emblem Three Houses. Like some people who already beat it restarted the game, and people who got the game and just held it's been in their backlog. They just started it, and so now they're going to all of these different houses and everything because they just want to go through it.
It is kind of funny. See, yeah, like I've seen a lot of people online just kind of like, hey, I'm gonna do the Blue Lion or Blue Lion's house today, or I'm just, someone just randomly started a Golden Deer and they're like playing through it and loving it. So, yeah,
yes. I also got fired, Jacob, because I didn't finish Three Houses. I'm going to finish it. Dan.
Oh, I haven't either, but I have a good reason that I didn't finish.
Yeah, but Ed went out there and he's like, I think there's gonna be a sequel to Three Houses. I'm like, no. Give me a break. Like you have to finish the game to make a statement like that.
But I said, is there a possibility of the? I felt like it could be because of how the response to Fire Emblem Three Houses was when it first came out, and I was just like, Nintendo may do a sequel to this because of all the good responses and sales this game. Don't forget, Three Houses sold out for like about a good 2 months.
But you can't make a sequel. They wrap up the stories.
I'm just saying it was a possibility.
No, it isn't. 0, 0, 0, 0.
So I was fired by that, but I'm back here, everybody. But I am glad that they are doing this. I'm excited to play. And it's gonna be a game that I'm gonna be looking forward to. June 24th. Man, June and July. This summer is crazy.
This whole year.
A non-direct thing, but I predict that this E3 is going to be the most banging E3 in all of Switch life.
Oh, yes, I agree. Well, quickly, Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp is set to April 8th. We already knew this on the eShop. They kind of already dated it. They didn't spend too much time. Any thoughts, you guys?
I will believe it when it is April 8th and it is in my hands. They have pushed this game back 3 times now, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It feels very surprising to me that they're pushing like a Game Boy Advance game back so many times.
It kind of worries me a little bit because it does, like, I know they updated it a little, but it does seem strange that, like, it's not a complicated game. It's not complicated in its systems. Why is this having such a hard time?
Yeah, isn't that kind of surprising?
Well, I think it's because we didn't know much about it because they announced that this game's going to be fully voiced, fast forward battles, we set the turns. I think no one really knew all about that, and WayForward probably was having some development problems. They probably needed more to polish the game, and they was probably still mixing the audio and stuff when they first started, because they announced this at E3, and I'm just like, man, 6 months that you guys going to announce this, and it's supposed to be out in December. Yeah, they needed more time for what they needed.
Yeah, but like, I mean, because WayForward's not a first-party Nintendo company, but they did announce Paper Mario and then release it in like 2 months.
That is true.
That was in like the weird pandemic time, though.
Yeah, that's true. But it's not unheard of. It's just weird. I don't want to get my hopes up because I have a very special place in my heart for Advance Wars because like me and my cousins every Christmas would play Advance Wars. We had the link cable. We'd go the whole 9 yards, and we'd just like stay up all night having a war while we were waiting for Santa to come. And like, so it was releasing December 8th, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna bring this to my cousin for Christmas and be like, it's on. We're going again, and then they let me down. So I'm kind of bummed about it, but hopefully it comes out on the 8th.
Yes. We got Hello Games No Man's Sky dropping this summer 2022. This is not a cloud version, so it may be a digital release and physical. We don't know yet, but yeah, they were able to get this game running on the Switch, you'll have all the updates, the current updates to the game. So, any thoughts? Anybody? I've never played it. I don't know if I'm going to get it. I am going to kind of wait for reviews for this. Jacob, any thoughts?
If No Man's Sky can be on the Switch, then Kingdom Hearts can be on the Switch without being cloud version. Your move, Square Enix.
I'll second that. I don't have much to say about No Man's Sky. There's nothing. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
for me.
I don't either. It's a cool concept. I think it's neat that like the whole point is. But I don't know if anyone on this panel knows, but I'm pretty sure that it's been through like a weird development phase where like it got updated and its original concept is different than what it is now.
Yes.
But it's still kind of there. The like bones of it are there. And so the whole point is that it's like a procedurally generating world and it's, I'm pretty sure, infinite. So if this can run on the Switch, then Kingdom Hearts can run on the Switch. Locally.
Well, it's time to gear up and get ready for some Kiki, Slidey, and Babami. That's right. Mario Strikers is back with a new game aptly named Mario Strikers Battle League. This 5-on-5 arcade sport brings the well-known Mario characters to the field to play some soccer. You'll tackle, use items, and fire special shots to score goals and win the game. This game will also have online functionality and include an online club where 20 players can join the club and play for higher rankings. Mario Strikers Battle League releases on June 10th, with pre-orders available now. Guys, the internet went wild with this announcement. Dan, take it away.
I've never played the original Strikers, but man, this looked awesome. This looked really fun. Yeah. I'm one of the only people who like Mario Golf, so I'm sure I'm going to like this game as well. But man, I really loved seeing the hype all over the internet for this. It's like one of those games that like literally just everybody can get behind, and it's a very rare thing to see on the internet. So it's so cool to see. This came out of nowhere. I'm happy it happened. I think did we talk about this on our prediction show?
Y'all did. Austin requested it because he's a big Mario Strikers fan.
Yeah,
Austin predicted it.
Austin nailed a lot of things on that.
He did.
I think we should all be fired and bring back Austin.
Me and Austin was talking. He was just like, God really loves me because he's these games. I'm just like, that is true. Jacob, any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm super fired up about this, man. I really, really enjoyed Mario Strikers on the Wii and on the GameCube, and I'm excited to bring it back here. I'm a little disappointed that your stats for your characters is based on the clothing that you wear, because some of that clothing is atrocious, but maybe I want the stats from it. So that's kind of just, but you know, that is whatever. I'm excited because if enough people get it in the Otter Kingdom and in Boss Rush, I want to have a playoff between Boss Rush and Otter Kingdom. So I look forward to that.
I will be there. This is a game that I am going to be getting.
I
loved it. By looking at we don't know who the developer is.
We do actually. It's I believe it's Next Level Games.
It's Next Level? Okay. I did say it was Next Level because they used this art before. And it's the same art that's been on the GameCube and the Wii. And I was just like, man, this I was thinking of Punch Out for Wii. And I was just like, Next Level did that game also. Something about their art style just spoke their company.
Yeah.
With Next Level Games. So yeah, I'm excited to see this. We got Salmon Run coming back to Splatoon 3 with some new bosses, some odd salmon that you'll fight, like Flipper Flopper, who jumps and shoots a ring of gunk over you, and then he'll try to flatten you. And this is coming out in summer of 2022. We still do not have a date. I feel like somewhere in July is gonna drop. Because man, you got 2 Nintendo games dropping in June. You got Fire Emblem 3 Hopes, and you got Mario Strikers in June. So I feel like this one is going to kind of drop in July. What did you guys think? I thought it was also a funny trailer also.
I think it's a mistake to not release Splatoon during summer. It's got such a great summery vibe to it with all the sea and ocean and paint and colorfulness. I'm very, very excited for Salmon Run. I am a absolute sucker for any game that has a horde mode, especially when it's a like group horde mode and it's me and my friends versus a constant wave after wave after wave. I bought Mass Effect 3 just to play the horde mode on it because I heard like my friends were wanting to play it back in the 360 days. So I am very excited Salmon Run's making a comeback. I was a little worried that it wasn't going, and it was just kind of that thing that Splatoon 2 had.
Yes. Dan.
I never played any Splatoon. I'm probably not going to play this one, but happy for everybody that liked it.
Okay. Well, everybody, Square Enix brought a lot of titles to this direct that were simply jaw-dropping. One of them was Front Mission First and Front Mission 2 Remake. Front Mission is a tactical RPG that was only released in Japan back on February 24th, 1995 for the Super Famicom. Front Mission First is planned for a summer release with the Front Mission 2 arriving later in the future. It's a must-buy for me. Like, when I saw this, because I was wondering, I'm just like, what is this robot? Front Mission, I screamed the name out at work. I was just like, wait a minute. And I couldn't believe that they were bringing it. And I don't know how many people knew about it. But when I found out that LeRon knew about it, I'm like, you know about Front Mission? How? Because I was literally shocked that he knew about it. Because, like, it was, I always say this. There was a game that I seen in EGM, and it never came to America. I was waiting for it to come because I was a big Squaresoft fan back in the 90s. And I would almost buy everything that they put out. So, thoughts, because I know you like Final Fantasy Tactics, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Does this interest you?
Oh yeah, this looked awesome. I never heard of it, so when I was watching this trailer, I was kind of just like, oh, wow. Like I was like kind of, I was into it, man. This looks so good. When does it release? Do we know?
It's planned for the summer, so it's a summer release. So maybe June, July, or August. It's probably a July or August release. We may learn more at E3. It may be literally a surprise drop, depending on when Square Enix might talk more about it sometime soon. But right now it just says summer release of this year.
Right. They didn't give much to the trailer at the for the announcement trailer, so I kind of had to look into it a little bit, but man, this is a good one.
Yeah. Jacob, any thoughts? Oh, that's... Mm-hmm.
And so basically, like I said, I thought it was super cool. I'm not going to be picking it up. It's just not really a big thing for me.
Fine. Square Enix also brought us Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers edition. Rumors about its release have been circulating for some time, and when it got revealed, not only will they be bringing the original Chrono Cross, but they're bringing Radical Dreamers, a new text-based adventure that came out on the Super Nintendo on February 3rd of 1996. This was the follow-up after Chrono Trigger. That Radical Dreamers happened that supposed to lead into Chrono Cross. This game is the Radical Dreamers edition is planned for April 7th release. So think about it, you guys. We get Radical Dreamers Chrono Cross the 7th, the following day of Vest Wars Reboot Camp. Eating. Fed, but fey for RPG fans. Thoughts about this one? Dan, I'm gonna start with you.
I I almost cried when I saw this. Like, I love Chrono Cross so much. It was like one of the first JRPGs I played. The music is beautiful. Like, the game's just fun. The characters are so vibrant. Like, every one of them has such a good personality, and there's literally 40 to recruit. It's a super underrated game. It seems very polarizing. You either love it or hate it, but not enough people played it. And a lot of people wanted it to be a true successor to Chrono Trigger, which was never going to happen. But man, for it to get like these nice new models, I am a little worried that they said that they're remastering the music. I hope we get to listen to the original because the original is just perfect. But oh my God, I am so happy that this game is coming out.
I think they said you can listen to the original music and have the original graphics.
Yeah.
So I think you can switch it on and off.
Okay, I didn't know about the music. I know when they did Final Fantasy X, those remakes, it was like the same thing. They remastered the music and it was just awful.
Oh.
But you were able to go back and listen to the original, which I was like, okay, I'm on board with this. But man, oh, I'm so ready. And it's cool that they're doing that text-based game, the Radical Dreamers. That's where the idea of Chrono Cross came from.
Yes. Jacob.
Again, this isn't one that I'm going to be picking up. So polarizing is a great word for it, because I saw the announcement and I went to Twitter and I was like, oh man, I bet Twitter's going to be blowing up about how dumb this is, because I thought everyone hated Chrono Cross. I thought that it was like just totally standard. I thought people just were like, nope, don't care about it. It's the worst Chrono game. It's so stupid that they released that after Chrono Trigger. I really did not think that people liked Chrono Cross, and then I got on Twitter and everyone was like, no way, my favorite Chrono game, like, oh, and I was like, where is this coming from? Because like, I swear I've heard like public speaking about how this game is not good.
Well, I'm definitely going to pick this up. I really want to play Radical Dreamers because I never got to play it, and I really hope that Nintendo and Square Enix, come on, Square Enix, drop Chrono Cross for Nintendo Switch Online for Super Nintendo. Just drop the whole.
You mean Chrono Trigger?
Chrono Trigger, yeah.
Okay.
Just drop the whole collection on. I'll play the Super Nintendo version. I'm not even worried about the remaster, with the Akuma Toriyama anime in it. I will play the original Super Nintendo version on Switch and buy this game and have all three games. Like, that would be the idea to do for on that day.
Well, they'll probably make money off of it. Charge you for it. Probably just like drop it as a sell price.
I mean, they can, yeah. We're gonna skip one game, but we're gonna but Live Alive. This is finally released here in the States as a full-on HD 2D sprite remake. This 1994 JRPG was originally released on Super Famicom, and now America gets to experience this classic RPG on July 22nd. Pre-orders are available on the eShop, so we're not getting... Actually, no. I just pre-ordered this game physically on Best Buy.
Oh, nice.
What? You got it? There's a physical edition?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Like, the physical editions pre-orders drop today live.
Oh.
And it's actually a physical edition? It's not like a case with a card?
Nope, it's physical editions, $59.99. Because even Amazon said they got their pre-orders for physical also.
Yeah. Okay. Neat.
Ooh.
Dan, are you interested in Live Alive?
I am pre-ordering it right now.
Oh, well, there you go.
Now that had said it. Yeah, this game looked awesome. So, you know, I had never heard of this before this direct, and I kind of looked into it, and it looks like that it's kind of what Octopath Traveler was built off of, right? There's 8 stories, except it seems like they actually all intertwine in this one, which I'm really excited about. And of course, like the HD 2D, oh man, those graphics are just fantastic for these kind of games. So yeah, this just like looked like an awesome game that really, I don't know, it looks like an awesome like Super Nintendo game with awesome graphics. So yeah,
Yes.
I'm all about it.
Yes.
What team made this? They made another game that was popular, right? Is it Chrono Trigger team?
I really don't know which team is making this. Because
Well, no, I mean like the original though.
No, so it was a different team at Square that made this. Because Chrono Trigger was
Hold on. I got it. I'm looking at it right now. It was the team that the team that did Chrono Trigger, they built this game and then moved on to Chrono Trigger. That's what it was.
Oh, okay. Because the team for Chrono Trigger was Akira Toriyama, Final Fantasy, and Dragon Quest. They had all came together. Those three directors came together to make Chrono Trigger. So that's why I was just like, yeah, I didn't know which team made it. Live Alive.
Yeah, it says Takashi Tokita. He was the director of Live Alive, and he worked on. Him and a few others moved to Chrono Trigger and worked on that the following year.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So
man, this looks so good.
Jacob, did you have any?
It would have been really, really cool if Square Enix decided to do that with Final Fantasy 1 through 6. But they didn't. They did
they went for the low hanging fruit and just made it with shitty text.
Yeah. So
and with another lower fruit by putting it on PC and mobile.
Yep. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, if you're new to this show, I am not buying anything Square Enix because of the atrocities that they committed that day. So I won't be buying this one either.
Let's rephrase this. He's not purchasing anything Square Enix. He's not saying that he won't receive anything gift-wise.
No, I won't be receiving anything gift-wise, Ed. Not for this.
I'm just saying.
No, not for this.
I will happily accept all the payments.
Yeah. Pay it out to all.
You will not accept.
All Square Enix payments to Galutrad will go to.
Perfect.
In writing.
I'm talking about someone gifting you the game. Just be like, here you go, Jacob. Like gifting you. You won't turn the gift down.
I might. I don't know.
Well, everybody, last but not least, Square Enix showed off Triangle Strategy, and they announced that a new demo that is out. You guys can check it out. The chapters 1 to 2 and 3 are available. Your save data will carry over to the rest of the game if you purchase it, and the game drops March 4th. So we got about 2 weeks from now to pick up the game. We're actually next Friday.
Yeah, it's about just under 2 weeks.
Yeah. I haven't started the demo. I have it. It's ready to go. I'm excited to start this game, to start the demo. Jacob, are you at least did you download the demo or anything?
No, I didn't.
Not doing anything
Square Enix. I can say so that before I was not a fan of Square Enix. When they announced this game, I got really excited because they showed green and red and blue, and it looked kind of like a Zelda game a little bit in like the initial trailer, and I freaked out and like on my stream was like, a new Zelda, and then it was Triangle Strategies, and just the level of like, like my emotions just plummeted because I was like, this isn't Zelda, what is this? But it looks cool. I know my brother is really, really excited about it. He's a big strategy game player. He loves strategy board games, tabletop games, video games, everything. And he wasn't super keen on Octopath Traveler because he just didn't really like the system, and this system seems like it's a lot more interesting. So I know he's excited for it.
Okay, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, this is a day one purchase for me. I love strategy games. This one is similar to like Final Fantasy Tactics in the fact that you actually like the levels mean something as well.
Mm-hmm.
I played the demo. I really wanted to hold off. I was like, I just want to save it for like when it comes out because then I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna get really into it. And it happened. I got really into it. Um, but yeah, it has like a lot of cool gimmicks too. Like I like that you can actually surround someone. So it's like if you attack them in the front, then your guy attacks them in the back on the same move. So there's like tons of cool little strategies you can use that are new gimmicks to this tactics game. I won't lie. It took me a little bit to kind of like the HD 2D graphics on this. It looked a little murky at first, but then I kind of got used to it, and now I'm liking it a little bit more. But when it comes to you're on a diorama, so it's kind of I don't know if the art style fully fits this kind of game, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. We'll see when it comes down to the whole thing.
Okay. Disney Speedstorm releases this summer. Thoughts? It's a free to play game. It looks okay. I'll try it out when it drops. I'm not invested in this game.
Yeah, it's free to play. I'll give it a shot. It'll be interesting. It'll be a fun game to like because it's free. It'll be a fun game to convince your friends to be like, "Hey, everybody download this. Let's drink and play Disney Speedstorm." And just have a good old time for like one night and then never play it again.
Yes. Dan, any thoughts?
Nope.
Okay. There was a montage with Star Wars Unleashes, the Wii version, Assassin's Creed, the Ezio Collection, which is out now. SD Gundam Battle Alliance from Bandai Namco is also dropping this year.
That was all in the sizzle reel, right?
Yeah. There's usually something in those sizzle reels that appeals to me, but not on this one. This direct overall for me was kind of just
Yeah, that there's always like one sizzle reel where I'm just like, why didn't they put that in the regular direct? And in this one, I'm like, that's a sizzle reel.
Yeah.
Well, it seems that Kirby has some new powers that don't suck. I know, bad joke. But what they show blew our minds. Kirby can inhale cars, vending machines, and more in Kirby and the Forgotten Land. While saving the Waddle Dee on this mysterious island, you'll enter muffle mode. This mode allows Kirby to become items that will allow him to travel faster, break certain pipes to get higher, and more. And this game comes out March 25th. Pre-orders are available now. I have my copy pre-ordered. The trailer is cute, but then he sucks up a car, and then you see him start driving it, and the internet went meme crazy with this. People started calling him Carby, and the game looks so cute. Jacob, thoughts?
The game is incredibly adorable. I am super excited for Kirby. I hate mouthful mode. It's gross. It looks like Kirby got stretched out and his skin is just enveloping whatever it is that he's taken over. It doesn't make sense canonically because he literally is able to suck up anything. And some of the powers that he gains from mouthful mode, he just has as copy ability powers in previous games. So I don't know why. Like it just, I don't like it. It's weird. It's weird that his little feet are dangling off the back of the car. It's gross. I don't like it. It's gross. It makes me like I feel icky. I feel icky when I look at it and think about it.
Dan.
I'm not as sour as Jacob is on mouthful mode, but I thought it was pretty funny. After watching the trailer, I was like, I'm not getting this game. But then I watched the trailer and I was like, you know what? This looks really fun. Yeah, and there was like so many cool copy abilities. The world in the game itself, it looks really, really good, which I didn't expect from the reveal trailer. It seemed kind of bland and empty, but man, I think I might pick this game up now.
All right. Like I already said my thoughts on it. And everybody, the show is dropping April 5th. Clonova collection is coming also. That's the first and second one, kind of like a remake. Valve is bringing Portals 1 and Portal 2. Have you guys played Portal?
Yes,
Or anything?
very excited for this. Oh, you've got to. You and I know you said Ariel doesn't really play games a whole lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all should try to play Portal 2 co-op together. It's fun.
So good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Dan, it's funny as ever. Portal 2 is funny. So yeah, the Portal collection is coming. I love the name, the Portal Companion Collection. That's just such a cute. Nintendo Switch Sports is coming on April 29th. Takano Tatsuyan is Rhythm Festival. Is the
Hold up. We are not blowing by Nintendo Switch Sports. We just need to. I know we talked a little bit about it on the news, but oh my god, this game. When I saw this, I lost it. I was like, finally we get bowling and we're getting bowling back. It just looks so good. It's gonna be a day one purchase for me. It's got to be a day one purchase for you guys, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. So I have a question. What is the one sport or event from the previous game that did not make it into this game that you wish is or
baseball?
Baseball. I want to be able to run around this new island, like how you had the jogging in the sports resort.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a super cool little thing. I want to be able to run around the island. Baseball would be my second pick, though, for sure. That one was a lot of fun. I loved
the home run derby and the Wii Sports.
Yeah.
Mine would be boxing. It was a good workout for me and be able to take off any aggravation that I had.
Also,
boxing was me.
Nintendo has a great meme opportunity here because you know that everybody, the meme with like the boxing guy where you're like, when you come up against this boxer, you know it's on. It's like just the one me dude, the like generic me number 12 or whatever. They need to like bring boxing back and then have that guy be like the champion. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. It's okay. It's fine. I'll link it later. The people of the internet know what I'm talking about, so they'll be like, yeah, it's a great idea.
I do want to say this. I want Kowazumi's outfit that he wore.
Right? Oh man, I want to be a Nintendo Sports star. That was adorable.
That outfit was high. I would pay $100 for that, for the shorts and the top.
Yeah, man. It's probably got like knee-high socks too. Oh, dude, absolutely.
Shoot, yes.
That was adorable.
Speaking of baseball, I just want to say, Ed, you had mentioned the show. The guy on the cover, Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
He is a huge Nintendo fan and he loves Mario Party. By the way, just had to throw that out.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Before we go on with that, what did you think of that puppet that was talking?
That puppet kind of gave me nightmares a little bit. That thing was weird. I don't know why. Like, I'm sure it has something to do with baseball, and like baseball fans would know and be like, "Oh, it's the puppet." But like, I was just like, "What's going on? That guy's crazy."
That voice threw me for a loop. I'm like, "What?"
It sounded like your older uncle who's like just shy of not having a voice anymore from smoking.
Yeah.
So I'm a huge baseball fan. I still play baseball. I coach kids in baseball. I played in college. I have no idea what the hell that puppet is.
Yeah, so what is it? Where did it come from? What weird fever dream did that come from?
Yes.
Crazy.
So Takano Tatsujin Rhythm Festival is a drum beating game. You'll be able to play the theme song to The Legend of Zelda. It's very popular around with some people. Cuphead, The Delicious Last Course DLC is coming on June 30th. I enjoyed the Cuphead anime cartoon series that's on Netflix. Really good if you guys haven't seen it.
They really missed out on the opportunity to release this at the same time as that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's also because of Microsoft that they're dropping this onto. Maybe it's Sony. I think they're dropping it on all 3 platforms and PC. Metroid Dread receives 2 free updates, and you guys can check that out. Earthbound Beginnings and Earthbound is on Switch Online.
So that was super surprising to me.
And
yeah.
And now we're never gonna hear the end of Mother 3 coming or not coming, or because now we have both of them on the Switch. So once again, Nintendo, it's your move.
So I'm very unfamiliar with the series. Is there a difference between Mother and Earthbound?
Yes, actually. Mother is Earthbound Beginnings, which is the first game in the series. Mother 2 is what we call Earthbound in the States, which is the one that everyone knows. It's Ness and Porky and Pooh and Paula and Jeff, the 4 little kids. And it's notorious for being, I mean, you know a little bit about Earthbound, right? Sam?
I just know that Ness and Lucas exist from Smash Bros.
Okay, so Earthbound is notorious for being like back when RPGs meant fantasy, class system, 4 characters running around, saving the princess. Earthbound came in and was like, what if that, but in the modern day? And like crazy and aliens and weird jazz playing musicians that you bail out of financial problems and like it's a very very
that sounds awesome.
No, I'm honestly, for somebody who loves RPGs, I'm really surprised you haven't played it. You need to play it.
So I was a Sega kid.
That's fair. That's fair.
I had Sega instead of Super Nintendo, and then I just like never heard of this. I don't think it was popular back then.
It wasn't. It was like Nintendo's Phantasy Star when it came to like fighting and stuff. It was the first Nintendo game that included a strategy guide because Nintendo felt like their players wouldn't understand what this game is and it may be too difficult. So it was kind of like this big box that you would get. It was like I think $70 at the time.
Go ahead.
But they had dropped the price because it wasn't selling in stores. So if you went to your local Kmart, you could have got Earthbound for $20.
Sorry, Ed.
Oh no, go ahead.
So to Ed's point, when it first came out, it was more expensive than like your regular SNES game, and it was very strange because like the if I remember correctly, the cover art for the box is I want to say it's Ultraman. But maybe that's wrong. But it's just like this giant robot thing, and it's hard to tell what it is just from looking at the box. So like, of course, your kid's gonna go gravitate towards Donkey Kong, Mario, Zelda, whatever. So it from the get go was just very much like a cult classic, and it just has been.
The advertising is in wherever video game magazine you had a scratcher sniff, so you could smell like the enemies and stuff.
What? That's so bizarre.
It's a crazy game, and it's also really crazy because like you boot the game up and it's got this splash art screen of like picture like an 80s alien movie with like the aliens coming down and blowing up the city. And none of that happens in the game at all. Like that screen is just like has nothing to do with the game at all, except for one little thing, a name that they mention.
Yeah, and then Earthbound Beginnings, it came out when they released it on Wii U, because nobody knew that that Earthbound was the second game in the series. So when Earthbound Beginnings got released in America. It was an unexpected drop because both games came to Wii U and people were happy about it. So that's why it's kind of a big thing. That's why everybody wants 3 because it's the conclusion to the series and people have been wanting it. but Nintendo won't release it for some reason. And
Yeah,
everybody's
what's the reasoning behind Mother 3? It was
some
never localized, right?
No.
right. So they said it's because of the music. They think that the licensing for the music is might get them in trouble. But we don't know for certain or anything. It's people who have brought. There is some kind of things to get it localized. There's ways. I would just leave it at that. But I don't know if that's still available or anything. But yeah, that's kind of the thing with Earthbound and
There's
Slash Mother. There's a big history about it.
there's also so Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings are like they have a little bit of mature uh concepts to it. Mother 3 takes it further, not going into like it doesn't need a mature rating or honestly, I don't think even a teen rating, but like it is a little weird and it probably would have to be not just localized not just translated, but there's probably would be some things that they'd have to localize style wise and I don't know if they want to do that. I honestly don't even know if I don't think Itoy is interested in doing that at all. Like, I don't think he wants to change his story at all.
Yeah.
So,
Um, quickly, everybody. There's a montage. Zombie Army 4, Dead Wars coming, Undying Moon from Getsu Fumaden is available. Lego Brawls and 2 Point Campus is coming. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It will have some paid DLC. There's going to be 48 courses. It's going to be $24.99, or if you own Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pass, you'll get it free. The first one drops March 18th. This will go up all the way to the end of 2023. It's a remix of some of their old courses from various games, and it's called the Booster Course Pass. Then the first one I said releases March 18th. Guys, quick thoughts because we got to get to the final game.
for Mario Kart, this is a great deal and an excellent reason to buy the expansion pass plus, and they're going to continue adding to it, just like I said when it first came out. So I'm excited for that.
I this is such a good idea. I really love that they're doing this. Mario Kart 8 is like the perfect Mario Kart game, right? Like there's not a single flaw. I did not want Mario Kart 9. I just wanted this. And I think it's kind of interesting that they're throwing in Mario Kart Tour tracks on there.
Yeah.
Mario Kart Tour has like these city courses. They have Singapore, Los Angeles, Tokyo. I forget a few of the others. I think there's a London one. I think there's a Paris one. But yeah, they have all kinds of courses like that. So that's going to be kind of interesting to see on Switch, to see if they like actually, make them a little more lively, because they're kind of dull on the Mario Kart Tour. And I also love the fact that you can get it in the expansion pass on the what am I trying to say? Yeah, the NSO expansion pass, right?
Yeah.
I love that they're doing that and making that, $70 a year even more and more worth it. So I'm all for this. I can't wait to see what the tracks are. And I think this is also kind of like a nice little fluff to each direct, right? I think there's 3 directs a year and there's going to be 6 waves. So, it'll be kind of that speculation that is missing from Smash Brothers.
And I know for me, I know me and Corey said we were double dipping. So we're going to pay the $24.99, but we're going to be, just in case of, like, the $24.99 is more backup than it is for just actually having it, like running it through expansion pass. Okay, my internet went out, but or something happens, I got my backup and I still could play the game through the purchase that I made for it. So I think it's cool that they're doing it. $25 is not a lot for 48 tracks. That is a good reasoning price, and it's very cheap and affordable with it. But everybody, the finale. The last reveal for the direct was a high-profile prediction from the Boss Rush community. Monolith Soft officially revealed Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Tying the worlds of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2, you can see the beautiful world in action, and trust me, Monolith Soft has left everyone speechless with its stunning detailed environments. Not much is known about the story or the characters yet, but September is the tentative release date. Can't get here fast enough. I'm gonna say this. I thought this game was not going to happen no time soon. Everybody has heard me preach that I didn't want this game coming out. I was looking forward to their next game, their new IP, because I felt like it was too early for this game. Now,
Well, thank God that was a baseless claim because here we are.
Right?
Dan, go kick it off.
Let me go last. I have to figure out how I'm gonna word my everything that's in my mind right now.
Okay, Jacob, you first. Any thoughts?
This is awesome. I am incredibly excited that all three of the like numbered games are on here. I hope that this means that they're gonna bring X over from the Wii U, especially since they're getting rid of the Wii U shop now. And then you'll have like an amazing, just incredibly long RPG story experience to play on one system, like an entire series basically on one system, and that's super super cool. And they're all beautiful. They're all, even because Xenoblade Chronicles got its definitive edition, it got updated graphically. They all look gorgeous, and so it's just going to be really really flawless.
Yes. For me, this is going to be a crazy fall. If it plays like this, Xenoblade in September, Bayonetta 3 in October, Breath of the Wild in November, and I think we said at first I did say Mario Kart 9.
By the way, everybody, he is predicting these dates. These are not announced.
These are not announced. Mario Kart 9 in December. I thought that was what it's going to be. But now Breath of the Wild is weird because now Nintendo, is it smart for them to do it in November or is it smart for them to do it in December? It's so weird on where Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be at if it makes it 2023 release. Because now, because that just those three games, Xenoblade, Bayonetta, and Breath of the Wild 2, that fall/winter or that fall/holiday, bunkers. Literally bunkers. Because it's just like, of course you got indie games and maybe some side games, but those are three top tier profile games. And starting off with Xenoblade, man, that is going to be something.
Well, and
okay. Oh, go ahead.
And it's interesting because now 2017 we had Breath of the Wild, it's Splatoon 2, we had Mario and Rabbids, we had Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we had Super Mario Odyssey, we had Mario Kart 8 being re-released on the Switch, and then we had ARMS, a brand new IP, and now potentially 2022, maybe a little bit into 2023, has the ability to go Breath of the Wild 2, Mario and Rabbids Sparks of the New Hope, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. There's a new Kirby game. Like it's Mario Kart 8 DLC. They're lining it up to be a fantastic year.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible. But man, this one, like Jacob said, what is Monolith Soft doing? Because this game looked incredible. They were showing that main character kind of just running through the through one of the areas, and like you could see everything in the background. But yeah, like I'm such a big Xenoblade fan. I'm even before this trailer dropped, I've been playing through Xenoblade 2 like hard again lately. I played through Torna. I just played Xenoblade D last year and Future Connected, I don't know how they're gonna do this, but like all of the characters in this trailer looked familiar, right? Like there's a character who just absolutely resembles Nia. And I'm going to throw out some spoilers here. The games have been out for 4+ years. But so Nia had her flesh eater crest in her chest too. So like it had to have been her in one way or another. There's a character who looks like Akos. There's a character that had Rex's voice, didn't look much like him. There's a character that had Shulk's voice. So there's just so much speculation going on right now, and like I can't even wrap my mind around what we just saw, because you're seeing characters like Melia and Nia from the first game and the second game in the same thing, and then at the end they have the overview of a Titan with one of the Titan from 2 and Titan from 1. So you see Bionis and a Titan. So like the worlds are colliding. We don't know how. And at the end, again, major spoiler here, at the end of Xenoblade 2, they made a small connection of the architect and, Klaus, and basically the conduit. So for some reason, there's something here that's connecting both of the games, and we are going to get so deep into lore on how Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3 all connect, and I think it's so great. I'm so excited for this game.
The real crazy thing about it, and Dan, you probably was reading this on Twitter. Everybody is planning on the summer to do Xenoblade, both 1 and 2. Like they were just like, they're gonna play throughout the whole summer. They're gonna play other games and stuff, but they're like their main focus is playing those 2 and by the DLC to get ready for September.
Yeah. They Xenoblade 2 was on the Switch, the eShop top 20, right after this dropped. So yeah,
and I Jacob, you might agree with me with this one, but whatever they did with Breath of the Wild 2. Whatever they was learning during Breath of the Wild, they was able to apply that to this game.
Oh yeah.
Because looking at Breath of the Wild 2 and then looking at this, I was just like, how? Something about your art team got this game looking crazy.
They nailed this down.
Yes. And I'm like, if I'm seeing this in Xenoblade, I'm expecting more to see in Breath of the Wild 2. I'm already wild by Breath of the Wild 2, but y'all got something going on. This team is crazy with their art.
No, yeah, for sure. If you want a sneak peek at Breath of the Wild, the sequel to Breath of the Wild, look no further than Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Yes.
Yeah, it like the art direction is cool, and like I really love that they're, like the blades are in this, even though there's no drivers, but like, man, like they're staying true to what the Xenoblade art style was in 2, and like just making it look that much better in 3. This looked so good, you guys.
Go ahead.
No, because I wonder if they got the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 wallpaper. Because I want that cover where it says Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and them holding their whistles, their flutes and stuff. That shot, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is beautiful. It artistic wise, I'm like, everything pops. Everything just fits.
Yeah, Xenoblade fans are just eating good on this system. Like Jacob said, I mean, we got Xenoblade DE, we got Xenoblade 2. I haven't played Future Connected beginning to end. That's the additional content on Xenoblade DE. And I think there's something in there that's going to show us like how these worlds are going to connect. So I'm really, really looking forward to playing that when I'm done Xenoblade 2.
Yes.
Sure.
So last thoughts, you guys. Grading this direct. Jacob, what would you give it?
It was like a solid 6 out of 10. It wasn't blow your pants away, but it was definitely like a good foundation for the year.
Okay. Dan.
Oh, blew my pants away into shreds. TNT. I'm gonna go 9. Yeah, I'm gonna 9.5. 9.5 out of 10. I mean, this is like one of the few. This is probably my favorite direct, I would say. There was like, I mean, beginning to end, there was only a couple times where I was like, that looks okay. but like it sold me on Kirby, which it's very rare to sell me on a game. I kind of already know if I'm going to get it, but it's like, Nintendo Switch Sports was a huge surprise. I'm buying that day one. Chrono Cross, huge surprise. Going to buy that day one. Xenoblade 3, I was expecting it sometime soon, but still, huge surprise. Day one. Live Alive, day one. Like, all of these are so good. And every game looks good. Every game looks fun.
Yes.
More surprise announcements than I can really remember. So, man, this was just a solid direct. And by the way, a lot of this, like Chrono Cross, that was on the NVIDIA leak. Like, there's been a lot of that leak coming out. So, expect to see more. Hopefully that Final Fantasy Tactics remaster.
Yes. I'm going to have to give this one a 9.5 also. I was going to give it a 10, but I'm just like, Disney, nah. The Kingdom Hearts, nah. But I will give this one a 9.5 because, like, man, Fire Emblem Three Hopes surprised me. I love how it was looking, fighting that dragon. Live Alive, like the Square Enix stuff, I just blew me away. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and Mario Kart, I was just like, wow. I really wasn't down on anything. I was really excited for everything. And then finally getting Portal 1 and Portal 2, that just made me scream a big yes. Because we have been on the Boss Rush community, we have been talking about Portal coming to the Switch. Literally, me and Jack been talking about it, and me and my other friend was talking about it, which is like, this game needs to come to Switch. And then this Direct, they just give it to us. So Val trying to get them coins. Now, Val, if you get ready and do Half-Life 3 so we can stop here in the community, talk about the Half-Life series, that would be fine. But yeah, a 9.5 for me. I really thoroughly enjoyed this. And yeah, that was the Nintendo Direct, everybody. We're gonna get quickly into Play with Power, and I'm going to start with this one. I've been playing Dying Light 2 for review and Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Forbidden West, like I mentioned earlier. Haven't really been playing that much Switch. Only game I've really been playing on it is Street Fighter 2 World Warriors. Right now, I have Voice of Cards. I am going to start that, but I had to play the other games for other reasons and everything. But I do have that game, and I cannot wait to start it. Dan, what are you playing with Power?
So I'm playing Limbo, and I got it on Switch. It was only a couple bucks on sale. Limbo's a really, really fun game. It's a cool platformer if anybody hasn't tried it. Like I said, I've been playing Xenoblade 2. I played Torna. I finished that like early in January, and then I started playing it. I wanted to play my New Game Plus, and it's so much fun playing New Game Plus after playing Torna, just because there's so much that happened in the war 500 years prior that you learn in Torna, and then it kind of bleeds into the main game itself, and you kind of see these like little nods and little underlying things that you wouldn't notice unless if you played Torna before. Like I said, I played the Triangle Strategy demo, and I am getting close to the end of Picross S7.
All right. Jacob, why have you been playing with Power?
So I have been playing a little bit of Witchwood, working on finishing that game up. And then I have been completely and utterly devoured by Lost Ark. Non-Nintendo game for the PC. It's been out in Korea and Russia for a very long time, and it's now out in the States. Amazon brought it to the States. And I have just been absolutely obsessed with this game.
It looks so good.
It's very, very good. I don't know. It just speaks to me on a bunch of different levels for like what I enjoy out of gaming. I enjoy like just doing tasks and questing and just kind of that drip feed of like the little reward. Here's a little reward, and it's super, super good for that. But because of that, I've been shirking a lot of my Nintendo responsibilities. So I have to 2022. My focus is to beat every single game that is in my backlog. and I'm not going to do that if I'm spending all of my free time playing Lost Ark. So
that's what I was supposed to do right now too, and I'm playing Xenoblade again.
yeah, so that's
100-hour game.
Yeah, it's been fun, but I'm trying to like figure out something else to do. But I've also been kind of like in a weird state with gaming right now, where I'm just kind of like happy. So trying to get through a little rut that I'm having, and Lost Ark's been helping a lot with that.
That's nice.
It's free, by the way. Oh, no, actually, I'm sorry. I do have to say this. So, I'm actually part of their creator program, which isn't like a super big deal. I'm pretty sure anyone can get into it if you apply for it. But so I legally have to say that I'm a part of that. So they haven't right now, but they could potentially in the future like sponsor me or give an incentive for me. So legally I have to say that. It is free to play. I do recommend downloading it if you have a PC. I'm pretty sure every PC can play Lost Ark. It's not like a super challenging game to play to run on a PC. But yeah, I do have to mention that. I forgot about that because that's yeah.
Oh yeah, and I forgot one I mentioned. I forgot to mention another game too. I played Ocean's Heart. This is like a 2D Zelda-like. You know, I actually got a review code for it and wrote a review for Boss Rush, but it was disappointing, to be honest. Like it was very much a 2D Zelda-like, but it was too much of a Zelda-like. Yeah, it was just like, you know, there was like everything was familiar, nothing was fresh. You know what I mean? It's just like the weapons were same, the dungeons were almost the same, like the puzzles were pretty much the same. Like they're just even the menus, like the enemies
really?
are exactly the same. Yeah.
Man.
You know those like enemies that kind of come up out of the dirt in the desert, the sand in the desert.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called, but like those are all over the maps and everything. So it's just like it was just way too unoriginal. Like it could have been a really good game, but like you got to do a few of your own ideas, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you need a 2D Zelda fix and you don't want to play Zelda again, go ahead and try it. But you know, fair warning, it's a very, very unoriginal game.
That's too bad.
Yeah, I was a little bummed, to be honest.
Well, everybody, that has been Nintendo Pow Block. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Jacob. Dan, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at DCDM99 and all of our wonderful articles on www.bossrush.net.
Yes. Jacob, where can we find you?
You can find me everywhere at the internet at Galutrad. That's Galutrad.
You guys can find me on Twitter at ThatRussiaCode. You can check out more content at bossrush.net and on our YouTube page, Boss Rush Network. Check us out there. Shows like Talk the Walks to the Definition, Crossroads, and Arsenal X, and other shows. Definitely this one, Nintendo Pow Block. And you can also check our merchandise store and sign up to be a Patreon. Just go to bossrush.net for more information about that. With that, everybody, have a great week, have a great weekend, and we will see you next time on Nintendo Pow Block. Bye, everybody. Woo-hoo!
Bye.